All right, quick overview of this repository and how the agentic workflow is structured. At the root, the most important entry point is the documentation, not the code. The workflow starts with the agent entry file, which points to the rules. Here we go. This is the top README. You can just check there. Agent entry point, read first. There are the rules. And here we go. This is the agent entry point. Here are the rules defined. This file is strictly by design. It defines what the agent, here are the rules of the agent, and this file is strict by design. It defines that the agent must and must not do, for example, no git commit, no git push, and no running system Gradle. Everything must go through Gradle wrapper, and we keep changes small and reviewable. The active work scope is controlled via a single pointer file. The single pointer file is called epic active, and it points to the current active epic. In our case, it's epic minus 0001 minus core.md, as documented here. This file contains a current, and you see it. So the active epic file is a single source of truth for scope, acceptance criteria, and what we are actually going to do. So let's have a look. It's about creating a Spring Boot application and creating there some libraries there and some modules, so there is no big deal. It should be just a starting point. So now about the project structure. We start with a simple Spring Boot application using a Java toolchain, and we keep it minimal. Actuator enabled, a small REST endpoint, validation, and a baseline for problem details. So there's not much to do, but we are going very strict into the scope. So there is quite a lot of description here, technical description, and it commands the agent what to do and what not to do. So the goal is build works, tests are green, and documentation matches reality. There is also an internal commands library, which I asked for, but right now it's not separated Gradle module. It lives inside the Java source tree as a package, just like commons. The idea is similar to Apache Commons, but project internal, small, dependency light utilities and abstractions that can be reused across the code base. It must have its own unit tests, and we require at least one real usage in the application code to prove it's not just theoretical. For reporting and traceability, each iteration creates artifacts under agent out latest. So we will have an out directory here where we will have versioned snapshots, or let's say not just versioned snapshot, but a snapshot. And the version snapshot will be under agent, and here's agent, under agent reports, and there will be a new directory with date and iteration counter. Additionally, we maintain an epic summary per an epic summary file per epic. It exists from the start as a stub, and it gets finalized when the epic is done. Now I will start Claude with using the start epic script. The script does not execute Markdown, but it instructs Claude to read the entry files, load the active epic, and switch into strict planning mode first. Claude will create intake document and a set of small, well-scoped tickets for epic 0001. After planning is complete, we proceed ticket by ticket, running tests with Gradle W tests, exporting artifacts, and creating report snapshots, always keeping the scope and changes under control. So let's start. Here is the start epic. Copy, pass from content root, and we go bash, insert, start. So we have a short safety check. Yes, I trust the folder. So it starts now. It reads the README, the Claude MD file, which only points to Claude 5. It reads epic active, which is also just a pointer to epic core. It's strict planning now, and it starts reading, still reading. It checks the project structure. We also check our plan usage limits, that we don't run out, and we already used around 4% of our tokens for the next 5 hours. I also added an additional balance so we can run checks and develop. So exploring is done. Still no big changes. And now we go. It asks us about creating a backlog and ticket directories. Yes, I accept it. So we already used about 50,000 tokens. It's about 6%. So we got around 800,000 tokens for the next 5 hours for free. So what we see now, the plan is create 15 tickets, write down the risks, dependencies, what's out of scope. That's what intake created now. Yes. I want to create it. And let's start creating the first ticket. Yes. The second ticket. Third. Here are the tickets. So for example, here's the application configuration ticket. Yeah, boot smoke test. So you see that unless I say no or accept the ticket creation for the whole session, it will always ask me what's going on, or is it allowed or not. And this allows me to control everything, but it also takes time. For the settings, remove stop main. And final verification. So we planned 15 tickets. And now it asks us to proceed. Yes. So planning is ready. Tickets are ordered and done. So now there is no implementation done yet. What we are going now, we are going to start executing, and for that case we need also a specific a specific prompt. And for that we need the file name. So I want to use a prompt which will execute some scripts and work on the lowest number ticket which don't has dependencies for now. So soft wrap. This is what I'm going to use. Next time I will create a script for that, probably two. So let's go. It rereads now the readme and so on, and one of the things about it is that it also uses tokens, so we will try to adopt also the prompt. So fetch content from Maven repository. Yes, fetch it. Now it will go into quite a lot of ticket tokens. And we will change our prompt. It's a longer prompt, but it enables us not to repeat, for example, the epic or the Claude file. because they are much bigger and cost more tokens. So here we go. Yes, do it. So we created now more context for ticket number 1, and you already see that we used nearly a quarter of free tokens. What I see in code, we already run dependencies, checks. I will check now. We run Gradle. Ensure epic summary. Yes, I would like to. So where we are. Here's the backlog, the intake. Agent report. We have to check where is the reports. Here are the reports. Here's the epic summary. What do we have now? Core is active. There is no real outcome now. No, not finished yet. Yes, overwrite the report. Now we are exporting artifacts, and this is mainly exporting some reports, patch changes, status, update. So it's mainly about Git changes. So you see there are changes in build, file, and settings. So check them both. Not much, but it's fast. So we do now snapshot report. Yes. So we are done with ticket 1. We will check it. What does our backlog say? There's the report for ticket 1, iteration report. Looks like it's okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Fine. So we will commit it. So first I will commit the ticket files. Agent report and backlog. Then I will commit the changes and the report. Add agent reports, git commit -m. Add reports. What do reports say? Report. Yes. Git add commit -m. What's in the backlog? Oh, the intake. And you see the changes are also in this page, which I split it into many different commits. There's also a report about the current state. So we go and run our prompt now. Yes. Yes. So how much do we have now? Quite a lot. If I would just accept that it's the similar commands which are repeated here are done by default without looking at the tokens or anything else, I would be finishing all the tasks much faster. But I want to take full control now for the video, so we are going to interact quite a lot with our Claude agent. And I hope everyone understands the point about it. So that was really fast. So we add now a new application starter, and we have a new iteration in iteration documentation. Git commit station for ticket epic 001 ticket 0002. Let's try with its own yes, with its own suggestion. Looks like it's more efficient. Okay. We are still in the same context. Yes, executed. Okay, we finished the third ticket. What did change? We created a YAML file. We have the health points. Okay. YAML configuration. And we implement next ticket. Or let's try going by our own prompt. What does it change? Probably it will change the usage of our, yes, it will change the usage of our tokens. So here we go. Update the report. Yes, export the artifacts. So we are working with really small increments. All these small tickets and small iterations create quite a lot of noise in the Git repository, but it helps to keep track about everything. So I will just keep it now that way till we finished. Then will I do the final commit. Yes, right. Common strings. What it will be about. Okay. This is something I like because I really use very often the method is blank. Let's close it. We will have a new report. A strings utility class with two methods, tests, and so on. And the next method, the next ticket is also there. Let's go. Yes. I would like to have a test about it. So I didn't say anything about what I would prefer the test is. And we see there are typical methods. Let's run it. Everything green. Usually I would prefer it to be more structured, like nested and parameterized tests, but it's okay for the start. Maybe in the next epic I will ask it to refactor the tests. Yes, we want to proceed. So let's check how many tokens do we have. Quite a lot. Yes, do the snapshot. New iteration in our documentation. No open questions. Okay, that's nice. Let's go. Oh, now we want to create a greeting response. What we see now will be a bit bigger change. Still fast one. And we already use 37% of our free tokens for this session. And it's nearly finished. It's a current iteration, so let's do the next ticket. Okay, greeting controller, go. Okay, let's do it. I ask myself if it would be better just to let it run. So now we will go into a faster mode because we already had seen all the interaction. It's usually all the same. So now we will ask him just to allow these kind of edits for the session. And you see now, it's going faster. The number of changed files is growing faster now. Go, 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 go. It's quite a lot of changes. So let's say we take also here the approach that the artifacts export don't need to ask us anything. And we also don't need to be asked about the reports. And it's finished. Let's say we go and say implement the next tickets. What will it do? Will it implement all of them step by step or only one to two smallest tickets? Okay, the rules are set. That's nice. We are staying in the rules. Yes, do the web search. It's going. Well, something not found. So it's adopting the passes. Okay. What we need to find is... Yes. Good. So it's looking in Gradle home. For a specific jar file. I still can't find it. Okay. This is one of the more difficult tasks because I defined the Gradle home in a subdirectory. So it's going now into the big Gradle. Oh, that's funny. It had been checking my own big Gradle home to find the right class. To try to solve it with local Gradle W wrapper. That's crazy. Well. Looks like we got some challenges here. Usually everything should be okay with our building script, but somehow something doesn't work. Okay, looks like something finished. Only double successful test pass. Okay, that's nice. Let's do it again. Okay, both tickets are finished. Greeting validations. Probably I should create a prompt which allows it to run through completely. Through all not finished tickets. Okay, what do we know? We are looking now again. Just do it. Yes. What we will do next will be allowing for them, but I mean allowing Claude to work on the next 5 tickets. So in our context, it's about all the next tickets which will finish the task. So probably we will be finishing the epic in 10 minutes. Okay, let's test it. Should be something about 48 lines. Okay. So we go. Now we create the README. What's there in documentation? Docs. Okay. That's interesting. Ensure epic summary is there. Yes, just do it. So here we have a documentation. We have the architecture. There's a package layout. The purpose of it. The description is quite good. Very easy to understand. Nice, nice. I like it. Run all. Epic summary creation. Don't ask anything. So we are doing now the final verification. Yes. Oh, it was only 14 done. Okay, now we are doing final verification. Okay. We are still in the limits of our free tokens. So what's there? Final report and epic summary. Let's do it. What's the epic summary? Tickets, documentation. There's the epic summary. Cool. Mm. Analyze the epic summary on your own. Doesn't look like that everything's right. Here we go. That's much better. So I will commit this. And we are done. Git status. Git add source. That's crazy. Git commit. Finalize application. Source code. Git commit amend. Okay. Git add docs. Git commit add application. Documentation. Add agent status. Git commit -m add epic 001 documentation. So, and these settings I will not change for now. I will need to check it. How to run it. Okay. We are finished. So we exit. Bye. Good. Let's make a final test. We want to check if the application works. Okay, it starts. Here's the greeting controller. And I already created the test. What if we go with an empty? What? And what about no parameters? It works. Everything's fine. Nice. The final test is done.